Howdy folks, Spencer here, and today I want to go over the latest batch of news for STO on both PC and console. As always, chapters are listed down below. First up, on the 10 forward earlier this week, they showed off the Kelvin Constitution 2, which is now live on PC. And as many of you know from the stats breakdown video I did, I was not very impressed with this ship, and I think that we're starting to feel the loss of Jonathan on the systems team here with this one. And alongside them revealing that ship, they did also give us our first look at some of the upcoming Dyson destroyers. They did not have a picture of the Federation one, but from what I've heard, it's probably gonna have the same spork-like design like you saw with the original Dyson Science destroyers. But we do have a picture here of the Klingon and Romulan ones. So here is the Klingon one, and here is the Romulan. So we should be seeing these drop into a C-Store bundle next month. I think it's probably going to end up just being one Fed, one KDF, one ROM one, which I think is good. More Romulan and KDF ships is always good to see. I'm curious to see what these things are going to look like stats-wise, but again, that Kelvin Connie that they introduced, it's not giving me a ton of hope. And heading over to the events and sales side of things, we have a couple events that started today. The first is that the First Contact Day event and the Delta Recruitment event are now live on all platforms up through May 2nd. So, as I talked about in the last news video, both of these are good events to take advantage of. The First Contact Day event, the easiest thing to do for that is the TFO where you build the model rocket on ground. That takes you just a couple minutes to do. Very, very simple. And of course, we have the Delta Recruit event, and like I said in the last video, if you're looking for some tips and tricks and info about that, I have a video which I'll have linked down below. And the last event here is that for those of us on PC, we have an R&D weekend up right now that will be running up through April 15th. So if you're looking to level up any of your R&D schools, this is a good time to do so. And if you have any R&D packs you've been looking to open, you will get some extra materials for opening them up while this event is live. And heading over to the sales side of things, there's some Zen Sales going on right now. So if you play through Arc or Steam, you should see a 20% bonus Zen sale going on, and that will be running up through the 18th. There is 20% off Zen packs on Xbox, PlayStation, and Epic. So for Xbox, that's running up through the 18th, for PlayStation up through the 24th, and if you're on PC and you have an Epic linked account, remember, if you didn't link your account in the limited time you could do so, you can't take advantage of the cheaper Zen over on Epic. But if you did link your account to Epic back when you could, then the Zen is going to be cheaper over there than through Arc or Steam. And of course, if you're buying anything through there, I would greatly appreciate it if you used code CasualSAB at the checkout in the creator tag area there. Just put in CasualSAB, and that greatly helps me out. For those of us on PC, we have an R&D and Duty Officer pack sale right now. This is running up through April 15th, and it is 20% off. These are the promotional version of these packs because the Kelvin Timeline Constitution 2 Intel Cruiser just dropped into the game earlier today. So if you're looking to pick up some packs to sell for EC or to rip open to have a chance at a promo pack, then this is a sale you'd want to take advantage of. And alongside that, there's a 20% Lobi sale going on right now, and this will be for all platforms because PC's got a new promo ship, and console players just got the Orion Devar, which is why Xbox and PlayStation also have a 15% key sale going on right now, up through April 15th, because you guys just got that new Infinity ship. And the last set of sales here is a Start Your Adventure sale. This is 25% off everything in the services, uniforms, personnel, and starter packs tabs of the C-Store. This is a pretty good sale to take advantage of, especially if you're looking for any ship slots, character slots, any type of slots or services. This is a really good sale to go for. So good sales all around. And like I talked about in the last news video, on PC, we're probably going to see a bundle sale pop up in the next couple of weeks, hopefully by the end of the month. So if you're looking to pick up some Zen ahead of a bundle sale popping up, this would be a good time to do so. And I'll also remind you guys that per the roadmap that they released last month, we are going to be getting that Dyson Science Destroyer bundle on PC in May. So if that's a bundle that's going to be of interest to you, then getting the Zen now would be a good idea. And heading over to the patch notes for both PC and console, we'll start off here with console. The first couple of things are about the first contact day event and then the Delta recruitment. And alongside that, we have some fixes on console for the Sphere of Influence and Dust to Dust missions. So for those of you that have been having issue progressing through those due to the effects not showing up, they should now show up with this patch. The Mirror Borg are now going to count for the Kill Borg Ground Endeavor. The Wolf 359 TFO will count for the complete Borg TFO Endeavor, and Resistance to Starbase 1 and Guillotine will also count for the completing Borg TFO endeavors. So good changes there. Good to see. And there's a known issue that the toy rocket and hollow emitter from the first contact day event are not reclaimable as they're intended to be. So if you complete the event right now, if you buy it out, just know that those two rewards are currently bugged and not reclaimable, but that will be fixed. And heading over to the PC side of things, largely the same thing. So we have the fix here for Sphere of Influence and Dust to Dust. I know many of you will be happy to see that change go live. They have removed the ship restriction from the supplemental weaponry controller console. This is something people have been asking about for an incredibly long time, and I really do hope that as the year progresses, we continue to see more consoles have their ship restrictions removed. STO is very much a sandbox game, and having restrictions on consoles like this is a bit limiting. For instance, the IFF manipulator off of the Suliban Silic, that console is critical to like DPS record setting right now. The entire supporting team has to be in a Silic because the console is locked to that set of ships. So if Cryptic goes through and continues to unlock consoles, that's going to make more ships work for various playstyles, and it's also going to boost up sales of those ships, because now people are going to go out and pick the Amarie up so that they can get this console for their torpedo builds. So good change there, and one that I hope to continue seeing throughout the year. The next thing here is pretty big. They have reduced the activation times of Tactical Team, Engineering Team, and Science Team from 1 second to 0.5 seconds. This is a major change. As many of you know, most DPS builds have avoided these team abilities for the past couple of years because that 1 second activation time would cause your weapons to be delayed in firing in some instances. So this is a very good change, and it's going to make these team abilities usable on really high-end endgame builds again. So very good change there, and hopefully for other abilities that have a really long activation time, we also see those looked at some point. And the other fixes here are for the Borg endeavors, like what we saw over on consoles. So overall, a really good set of patch notes here. A lot of really nice bug fixes and some nice quality of life changes there. So good to see. And that is actually it for the news today. So now that my question to all of you now is, with team abilities now having an activation time similar to most of your other abilities, are you going to be putting them back on your build? Be curious to hear. But that's going to be it for today. As always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.